Good morning, YouTube. I just finished YogaX. Thursday's YogaX, and it's 10 to 2 on Friday. Yeah, I went to bed at a fairly reasonable time last night, and then slept for over 24 hours straight. I mentioned a couple of days ago that I was getting, about 1,000 to 2,000 calories a day, and I'm meant to be getting about 3,000 because I'm just not hungry for more food. But that appears to have, I don't know, Tony Horton says crashing and bonking, not the good kind of bonking. So I guess I'm crashing, or I crashed, because I woke up and everything was sore, and I woke up in the morning and everything was sore, and I was just like, oh, I'll just sleep for another hour. And I woke up again and was just, I'll just sleep for another hour. Woke up again, I'll sleep for another hour. And then finally, I woke up at 11 o'clock, and I went down and had my Shakeology and my pear, and my Shakeology with pear and banana, and then hung around for an hour and then started doing my yoga. I really didn't want to do my yoga today. I didn't mention on Tuesday as well. On Tuesday, I really didn't want to do plyometrics. I just didn't want to get out of bed. I think the new muscle workouts are just like killing me. And then the next day, I just wake up and go, oh, I don't want to. But I did them both. Possibly because I'm recording a video for YouTube every day, not necessarily through my own willpower. But yeah. So I did YogaX. I wanted to do some more sort of tips and tricks and things for YogaX. My first piece of advice after rending my ankle open today doing Royal Dancer is cut your nails before you do YogaX. Otherwise, when you're trying to grab your ankle for doing Royal Dancer, you might scratch across it and leave some bloody rifts in your ankle. The other thing I noticed today was when I was doing downward dog. I was always bent. My head was right down, watching my feet, and it's not meant to be. It's meant to be with your arms. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to work on. I tried to do it as much as I could. Remember to have my eyes in the right place. But because you're doing stuff with your feet, you're automatic. It's like when you're dancing, you end up watching your feet, and that's the worst possible thing you can do when you're dancing, because it looks really bad. Yeah, I assume there's a reason that your head's in that position in downward dog, and it's not just because it looks bad that you're not looking at your feet. What else was? Oh yeah, the last time I was talking about YogaX, I said I was struggling. I was trying to get to do 3 sets of downward dog left and right poses in a row. And this time, because I was sort of noticing more details about different poses that I was not quite perfect on, and I decided to focus much more on form and not worry about how many breaks I was taking. Just when I was sore and unable to, well, not unable to, but when it got to a point where I was going to have to sacrifice form in order to continue, I just paused and had a break and made sure that I was comfortable with each section, rather than like when I do 2, I'm fairly okay with that. When I do 3, by the end I'm like dog tired. Yeah, I found it better just to take that extra break, and just to take that extra break and try and get everything as correct as possible. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about the calorie thing. I'll maybe look up information about crashing and bonking and on Google it and see what they say, because I'm not hungry for any more food. I'm eating you're supposed to eat 5 or 6 meals a day, and I try to, one meal is my Shakeology in the morning, one meal is my recovery drink, which I'm not using proper recovery drink. I'll talk about supplements that I'm using in a video at some point. I'll maybe have to record it with my phone, but we'll see. So yeah, that's like 2 protein heavy meals, and then I'll normally have, depending on when I wake up, I'll have something at around lunchtime, and then the evening meal. So I end up like having sort of four meals a day. Maybe I have a snack at night as well, some nuts or something like that. So that's, yeah, 5. But I'm still, well, quite often I'll miss out 2 of those meals and just have the shakes and then the evening meal. So that's not so good. But yeah, I don't really see where I can, because I'm not hungry for more food, so I don't see how I can shovel more calories in aside from adding carbs to what I'm eating. But if I'll see if I keep on having like entire days that I crash out and sleep, then I'll have to do something. If it's just like a one-off, then I'll not worry about it. Obviously, I don't want to be working out at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. often again. Yeah, so other yoga things. Yoga Belly X really killed me today. I don't know why. Yoga Belly 7, sorry. Just compared to before, it's really, really hard today for no apparent reason. Well, obviously my abdominals are not being particularly strong today, and the standing on one leg set's really hard today. But I just came off and paused it, waited till my leg felt okay, then unpaused it and did the next move, whatever the next move was. Standing on one leg, you end up standing on one leg for 2 minutes straight, which is hard work. And you're not just standing on one leg; you're standing on one leg and moving between different poses, which is going to make you tired. So if you get tired, just pause it and go back in once you've had a bit of a rest. The shoulder stands and plow stuff I'm getting better at though. Although leaning back farther, and it seems to be more on my neck than it was before. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. And he says not to bend at your waist, but my weight just like sort of pulls my waist forward, so I can't. I'm having trouble straightening up. But that's just strength, and it'll come with time. I'm not sure I've done that many tips and tricks, but anyway, there's that's my bits of advice. Just don't try to do exactly what they do on the screen. Do what you can, or do your best, and forget the rest. The problem with yoga is there's not that many modifications, and there's no breaks at all in yoga. So you just keep as far as you watch the video, you just keep going all the way through. But you just ignore that and stop when you need to, and take breaks when you need to. And if you don't see how to modify something from the way he does it, then just do what you can do. Like when I'm doing prayer twist, I can only get it onto my, like if I'm doing this prayer twist, I can only get it onto in between my knees rather than on the far side of my knees. So that's what I do, because it's you're still moving the same muscles, and maybe a month's time I'll be able to do the full proper prayer twist. Anyway, that's over 9 minutes, so it's not going to be, YouTube will say no if I go on much longer. So yes, if you're working out today, then you're up too late and should go to bed. If you don't want to scratch your ankles, there's an immediate cure for, you'll get your nails clipped for free every time they're too long if you click the like and the subscribe button. Automatic nail cutting service, it's really excellent. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Maybe it's 4 hours until I should be getting up. No.